The ceiling fans? They're very attractive. What is that? What is that?
Let's check the ceiling fan.
Because of the following special program, Rhoda will not be presented this evening.
You're all individuals! Yes, we're all individuals!
Clickety-click.
Crank up the music. Keep an eye on the back.
This presentation is provided to you to amuse or entertain and not to conform or inform. The content on this channel should not be used to replace professional, financial, medical, or legal advice. All footage taken and used from public sources falls under the Fair Use of the Digital Millennial Copyright Act of 1998. Therefore, no breach of privacy or copyright has been committed. This show is substantially sourced, not affiliated with any community, club, fraternity, or gang. Your cat may vary.
I say, moo.
To whoever stole my camouflage jacket and my flip-flops, you can hide, but you can't run.
Satellite tracking continues.
Wow. Wow. Hey, everybody. It's Friday night. Whoop, whoop. You made it again. You're on the right side of the topsoil. If you've done nothing else this week, you've accomplished that. Pat yourself on the back. Way to go. Good job. And thank you again for being here, for showing up here and listening to the ranting and raving of the ceiling fan man for a few hours. We should have a good time tonight. I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully my Rumble people will find me, because just as the show was starting, Rumble killed that stream. So there's another one up, and I don't know if they've all found it yet, but I apologize if you're a Rumble follower. Hopefully you can find that. If someone's over there, maybe they can help too. I don't have very many people that watch on Rumble. Mostly are on YouTube. But in any case, so let's see, where should I start? I got to turn the camera on. So we'll do that. One of these buttons here.
Clickety click.
Hey, everybody. Good to be seen by you all. It's another Friday night. And thank you again for showing up. And we'll have some fun. We'll have a good time. I have a guest tonight because we were going to discuss something that she's a part of. And so, I have so many of these pre-rolled tabs now, I can't put new ones on, and I don't have her intro in here anymore. So what I think I could do is, they have music. I just found these. I never really go down this far. It's kind of funny. And let's see, I'll try this, and I'll bring on my guest. It's the one and only, the lovely Rose is with us tonight. This is the free rock song they have.
Am I supposed to start talking, or am I supposed to wait for the music to end?
Anything you like.
I feel like we could.
Yeah, cut it off. Okay, we're good. Well, let's do that, or I serenade you. I have this one. Oh, forget it. I'm not even going
to. No. I was waiting for
it. Where I just sing Ceiling Fan Man over and over, one of those. Then I have this you made.
Hello, my name is Rose 777.
I'll go over that with you another time.
Okay, I don't remember that. So I was like, what is that? Wow.
So, yeah. So anyways, to people that are new to me, this is Rose. I've known her basically since the beginning of my, awakening process. So, yeah, she and I, we were like the first ones. For me, she was the first one really I did shows with before I started doing with a whole bunch of other people. But they're still on my channel, that one we did on holograms and one we did on space. It's like two of my oldest videos.
But those weren't live streams. Those were pre-recorded. And it was before you believed that you could do live streams. And so you said, I can only be a guest. But yes, it's been since 2019. We met because we were watching live streams. And I never could have guessed that now in 2026, you'd have the best show on the internet on Friday nights. So proud of you. And I know I sound like a broken record, but I can't help it. There's nothing new under the sun.
Now, who can argue with that?
Reverend.
God bless you. Yeah. So thank you. For
that.
Yeah, it's funny. Rose told me, I'm like, I don't want to do live shows. And she's like, you'll be so good at it. I'm like, no, I'm not that guy. And you're like, you are that guy. And then now look where we are, how many years later. And yeah, I'm sort of that guy. So
and this is probably corny, but I was like, I want you to say this sentence. Live streaming with StreamYard is my area of expertise. And I think you went along with it and said it.
I did. I do a lot. I'm very, as you say, later on we'll discuss, I'm a good order follower when I need to be. So,
as long as it's the right order giver.
Right. It's basically God or my wife. Those are the two. So
pretty much.
That's very true.
I hit that one. So, okay, let's see. Where should we start? The room's filling in, but there's already just about 100 people here. So God bless you. And let's see, where should we go from here? I think we should start off with, let's get this out of the way. So to get the backstory on this, I tried different ideas throughout the years to interact with my audience. I like to talk in the chat a lot and comment there, and it's fun. Put people on screen and put them on blast. I like that. But I also I tried this thing where my ridiculously long intro. Let's see, where's the thing here? well, I can't play it because it would have to all the way from the beginning. But basically, it's where my is it the very beginning? Let's see. Let me look.
This presentation.
At the very beginning, this part here.
This presentation is provided to you to amuse or entertain and not.
Okay, so that part there. So way back in the day, I was doing shows with the gentleman, Mike Airborne, saying he's still on the air. We did something the other day. And he came up with this disclaimer, and it was in his voice. And then I asked him, could I use it? And so I redid it in my voice, and I added some stuff, of course, and, the not affiliated and then the cat and all that. And I thought I'd have my audience interact with me more. So what I did is I put out a thing on my posts, and I said, hey, if you want to be the person that reads the disclaimer before the show, send it to me in audio form, and I'll play you as the person reading it. I thought it'd be a fun way to interact. So Rose is the first person that did it. I mean, I think overall, I ended up with like maybe 8 to 10 people that did it. It was fun. And but Rose was the first one, and her partner Jason, of course. And so they both did an opening for me. And they were saying this weird thing. They were saying moo at the end. And so that's kind of the backstory. And then Rose was nice enough to send me this clip that we did a show on this once before. And if you've already heard this moo story and you want to skip forward, give us like 15 minutes and I think we'll be done. But I find it hilarious every time I hear it.
6-minute video, and I think I edited it.
So I still have this. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think that if you can understand, I think that this clip covers it, and I'll just zip it.
Oh, but join in if you feel something that needs to be said. So
no, I don't think we should pause it. I think that the video really explains it well, and it's only 6 minutes, and then we could all move on and understand.
Okay. I'll try that, but that never seems to work for me. But I'll give it a shot.
We know ourselves.
And then the other thing is that have you ever as a kid taken a mirror and put it against a mirror?
Yeah, and you wonder why they're not touching each other.
Well, no, that you see like multiple projections of the same thing. I'm seeing. There's 2 of us in the middle of the screen.
Right.
Then there's 2 of us above it. Then there's 2 of us on the side.
So we're commenting on the commentary about something, and look at us in the background too of your background.
Yeah, give us like 6 months, and we'll have us again doing the same thing with.
Totally. Oh, and I'm glad we're doing this because in our previous explanation, the one thing that we didn't explain was that my first recording, which you're not going to hear, was something like 32 seconds, and I really enunciated the words, but then I felt like I wanted it to be shorter, so I cut off 10 seconds. So you'll hear me saying it really fast. And I just wanted to explain that because when you listen to Jason's version, his is so eloquent. I just want to clarify that I had my own eloquent version, and you only get to hear his version in this. So now
there was a certain amount of time allowed it, and your elegant version was too elegant, and it went too far. And so then you tightened it up, but you shaved, like I say, you saved 10 seconds off of it. In any case, rather than just talk about it, let's just play this and then we'll see where we go from here. Okay. So here we go. So I still have, this is what she says here. This is the second one. Can you hear it? Let's see.
This presentation is provided to you to amuse or entertain and not to conform
or
inform. The content on this channel should not be used
for
professional, financial, medical, or legal advice. All footage taken and used from public sources
You did it really fast.
The Digital Millennial Copyright Act of 1998, and therefore no breach of privacy or copyright has been committed.
It's like the side effect to a pill.
Any community, club, fraternity, or gang, your can't be very moo.
I haven't heard that in this entire time because you removed the episode. I didn't have that saved.
Okay, so, hang on. Please share my screen again.
The moo sounded so lackluster compared
to so I loved it, but I said, well, first of all, I said nice. Did you say moo at the end? That's what I said. Did you say moo? Because I swear I said it. Ginny go, I swear she said moo. But why would she say moo? And then before you even could answer it, I got Jason's. And
this presentation is provided to you to amuse or entertain.
Yeah, he
and not
enunciated
to
it. Yeah.
Or inform. The content on this channel should not be used to replace professional, financial, medical, or legal advice. All footage taken and used from public sources follow the Digital Millennial Copyright Act of 1998, and therefore no breach of privacy or copyright. It's it. This show is sustainably sourced and not affiliated with any community, club, fraternity, or gang. Your cat may vary. Ooh.
Okay. So at that point,
hold on. When you said when we just read it as it was written, and we wanted to help you, and we would do anything for you. And when you said nice, did you say moo at the end? We read it like, did you say moo? Did you make sure you said moo? Did you say moo? And we're like, yes, we did say moo. We obeyed. We obey your command. But what you really meant when you wrote that was, did you say moo?
Like, why? At first you heard yours. Yours is so quick. I was like, did you say moo? When you get to Jason's, I mean, he's moo. It's out there. So that's why I turned to Jeannie. I'm like, why are they saying moo? I don't understand. And her response was beautiful. She said, well, maybe you wrote moo. I go, of course I didn't write moo. Why would I write moo? That's stupid. I wouldn't write moo. And then when you actually look at the thing here, let's see if I can get into the right screen share. Let's see.
I was having trouble breathing that night.
This one. I get into the correct screen share. Well, we're watching us watch ourselves watch us, I guess. I to this day, I can't tell you. I can't explain it. I did not type moo, at least not consciously. You can see it right there. Makes no sense. So when Jeannie said, maybe you typed moo, I got really irritated. Went on screen, of course. Once again, I was proven wrong. It says moo. So that's why they're saying moo. So then, okay, well, here, that's when it gets great, because that's when I'll just move it along, because it does take a bit. You can watch it on the channel still. So I then started thinking, well, what would a cow look like that would be on my channel saying moo? And I showed this to Rose, and she didn't like it. And so then I came up with a fancier cow, which was, where is it? This one. And this one, even Jeannie liked. They both liked it. But I thought, nah, he needs to be fancier. So I thought I'd give him a mustache, mustache, and a monocle, because the Monopoly man no longer has one. And then, of course, it's this, channel in space. So then I put that space background behind him. And that's how we got this cow. And to me, he has to sound somewhat distinguished. So that's how he goes, I say moo. And that's how that all came about. So there. I shortened it.
You did shorten it, but you just said exactly what the end of the video was. You actually, like, verbatim. It's so funny how you just explained it. So you stopped the video and you said live what was at the end of the video. But the only thing missing is the voicemail that you received afterwards, when we realized the mistake. And we were just like, isn't it pathetic that we just obeyed you without questioning the moo? That's
right.
Funny is our obedience. So if I were you, I would play that from the video, but it's okay.
Find it. All right, let me find it. Let's see. Where is it? So I started sending Rose pictures. I'm like, what do you think of this? Wait, where do you say it? Let's see.
That we said the moo, because that's really important.
Okay, you're right. I missed this part. Here we go. That's why they're saying moo. Here we go. So then that's when it gets great, because that's when I get this one.
I don't know why. I never asked you about the significance of the moo. Isn't it kind of pathetic how obedient we both were? We both said moo and never questioned it. Oh my gosh.
She says this.
And then I remember you asked me in a text, you're like, did you say moo? And I was like, he's just making sure that we said the moo, because that's really important.
I'm glad you reminded me of this.
He realized that you were asking if we said moo, because you were trying to figure it out.
Why would you say moo? So then, of course, I can't let that go. We left. We still, to this day. All right. So there you go.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. Because then you just say exactly what you just said.
Okay, good. Thank you for reminding me of that part. I like that part. That's funny. So there you go. So that wasn't too much time used, and that explains the whole moo thing and why we say moo. So,
And
it's funny.
I like to thank God for that experience because it's so funny that we'll have it for the rest of our lives as a gift to laugh about because I don't know what to call it. It was just so funny, and every time I think about it, it makes me happy and I laugh and I'll take it with me forever.
Where's my thing here? What do I have? Here we
True.
go.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, and I also I'm excited a few things. We had internet out like 2 weeks ago, and then we were still having issues last week, and then it went out again, and they just came back and fixed it. It was the cable line coming into the house, and they changed the modem. And by God's grace, I'm gonna have the best show ever because I don't think I'll have the issues that I was having because it was all coming from that area. And so they switched the line out and they switched the box out, and our internet's never been better. So for everyone that prayed for that, for everyone. I want to thank you for that, and we've got it taken care of. And there was a lot of thoughts and prayers and love coming out because we were having stuff going on in our family and our lives and stuff. And I can at the end of the show maybe talk a little bit more, but man, God's it's so wonderful when you see him, his blessings right in front of you. And so the prayers and stuff, all that, it's a wonderful thing, and everyone make sure that you use that. It's not something that's imaginary or doesn't work. It really does. And and what is it? The prayer of a righteous person availeth much. I think that's how that goes.
Now, who can argue with that?
Reverend.
And real quick, I'll get this stuff out of the way. I want to thank to all my supporters, to the memberships. I saw Rose just gifted some memberships tonight, so God bless you, Rose. And wow, there's super chats piling in here. Let me go over those real fast too. So there's Rose's memberships, and some people got that, so thank you. And then this one is from Chad. Thank you, Chad. And Dr. Hugh Manuel. I'm told I can say it any way I want because I don't know exactly how. And thank you for that. And also Zach. So thank you for that. And so to my Patreons, I want to thank you. And this is all just works off of donations, and it just keeps the lights on and stuff. But I also get donations from other areas too, like because there's you can see the links in there, PayPal and all that stuff. But and I'm not saying I can do this all the time. It just so happened it worked out because I got a really nice donation from someone that's in the show a lot, and I like to say his name. And so thank you for your donation, Bruce. so just I can't do that with every donation, and you'd also have to have a song that has your name in it. But if you have those two things, then send me an email. I'll work on it. So there you go. And I actually had to put this up on YouTube on my channel private to make sure that I wouldn't get a strike for the 4 seconds of the song. I always do that. You're allowed a certain amount of seconds, and I think this
Well, see, okay, I was thinking that if someone really wanted to, they could, if it was a really good donation, they could also email you a corresponding video so that you could just upload it for that one time.
No, let's not get into all that. But thank you, Russ.
I always offer like technical support ideas that just make life harder for you. I don't know why I did that. Like I peaked at getting you to sign up for StreamYard, and then I should have just stopped giving advice then.
Well, I am still working on the thumbnail idea. It'll get there hopefully by next week. And you and I need to get together because I can't seem to get them the right size to do it. So we'll figure that out.
Yes. And don't you see my thinking here? I gifted the membership. So now you've got to.
All right. After the show, we'll work on emojis. Someday this week, we'll work on that. Okay. All right. And then the other thing that happened with the whole cow thing is I got into this. There was a video that came out, and it was a woman, and she was trying to talk to a cow in real nice voice. And the video was only 3 seconds. So I had to slow it down, and I think it was more it's probably about 7 seconds. And I slowed it down, and it's 20 seconds. But what happened was two things. I created this little, this cow whisper thing, but everyone said it sounded like your voice, and it's not Rose at all. It was some woman on the internet.
Previously on The Cow Whisperer.
It's okay.
So I added the. It sounds like you, doesn't it? It really
I
does.
lip synced to it too.
I
Can
saw
we
you
do it
did
one
great.
more time? No, we don't have to.
No. Well, it's all right. You can do it because there's no. Because I was gonna say. Then I started doing a bunch of them. I think I got up to like I don't know 8 or 9 or so. But then someone commented it looks like it was looking too violent, so I just stopped the whole series. One of the last ones I did was this. It wasn't violent at all. It was this one.
Previously on The Cow Whisperer.
Hello. It's okay.
I started adding all kinds.
Violent.
Well, I added the sound effects. None of that, the noises happen. I put those all in. I love like adding sound effects to my videos. I had that one where I was like there at the graduation ceremony, and I added thunder and lightning in there. It just made it.
You don't think that was a violent fall?
Oh, he's fine. He fell on hay.
Okay. Disclaimer, it was hay.
Jeannie's with you. Okay, fine. That's why I stopped playing them. I won't play it again. I just wanted to let people know where it got to. So,
I just don't like laughing at people who fall if they can't get up. But if they can get up, then we can all laugh together.
All right. We can laugh together then. Okay. I won't play that anymore, Jeannie. We're good. Jeez. Okay. All right. So where should we go? So we got through
You're
the
never going to
cows.
be able to figure us out. So
No, that's okay.
yeah.
I've lost trying to figure that out years ago. Oh, I did want to listen. Let me bring these things up here. Oh, I got to reset my tabs here. Hold on a second. Clickety click. That one. Uh-oh.
I was just thinking about the whole joke of the thumbnail with the mission accomplished, and it would be funny if throughout the show we said mission accomplished when there was no reason to. So like right now I could say mission accomplished when you're trying to accomplish something. Mission accomplished.
Right. Exactly. The problem is what's going on with my Twitter. They're all disappearing on me. So sorry.
It's
After
okay.
after I just got done saying that I wasn't gonna have any issues tonight.
That's why I'm trying to stretch out the joke. Like, okay, so I'm not going to say mission accomplished until you actually accomplish the mission.
I'm just trying to fix it there. Okay, we got that. I think we got them all back, hopefully. There's a couple here missing. Let's see. We'll go. Okay. That was weird. I had that. It wasn't to do with the internet glitches I'm having. The internet's fine here. But
what are you trying to bring up right now?
Well, there's 3 of them that are missing.
Videos that you have uploaded your media?
Yeah, Twitter thing. So we'll just go past those and we'll deal with it. If I can find them, we'll bring them up. But it's no worries.
Oh,
okay,
man.
so let's see. Screen share. We'll go clickety click. We'll go here. I wanted to bring this up because that video that I play, the guy I think says Reverend. But what do you hear, Jeannie? You hear rhetoric. Did you know that? I mean, I'm only talking to a small part of the audience right now. But the guy in this video, of course, this showed up on my Twitter feed. Wait, where's the sound?
I can't remember either of those movies very well, so I won't be able to comment on what I remember.
That's okay. You don't have to. I'm trying to get, but it's not. Now the sound's not coming through. Let's see. There we go. All right, fixed it.
Okay, because I was going to offer to tell a story.
No, we're okay. We're not at that stage yet. We might get there, but we're okay right now. Thank you. Okay, so we'll go back to this. Clickety click. Okay, so you can hear this, I think, right?
We're raised here, and dadgummit, I'm gonna die here.
Right. Okay, so that's that guy from that clip that I play.
Mm-hmm.
He was also, for those of us that know First Blood, he's just cop in First Blood.
Hey, if you're looking for trouble.
Doing the Illuminati sign, of course. Isn't that wild? Yeah. I didn't know that was the same actor. So
it's amazing how a beard can change someone, let alone just like movie makeup. I mean, he really does look like a completely different person, a different vibe.
Yeah, and he enunciates way better in this movie. Anyways, I just thought that was interesting. I thought I'd share that for a few nerds in the audience that want to know. Okay.
No, I love that stuff.
And then this cracks me up. Do you know that when they put these movies on TV, they can't curse, of course. So the line where he says yippee-ki-yay and everybody knows how you end it. I just thought it was hilarious. Look what they changed it to.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
What? It's too much, Mr. Falcon.
Mr. Falcon.
Why?
Falcon and the Snowman. What is this?
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, and the craziest one I remember was the Big Lebowski when he's beating up that kid's car, and he's this is what happens
Larry.
when he says it's a really a lot of foul words in it, but they change it to this is what happens when you meet a stranger in the Alps.
Oh, this is what happened. Oh, do you have it prepared to
No,
watch?
I didn't. I could find it.
Oh, that's hilarious. I definitely want to see the Big Lebowski version because, I mean, that scene, don't you feel so bad for Larry?
Oh, yeah.
Larry.
Poor Larry. I'll look real quick here. Let's see if we have it.
Oh, I was laughing with you a couple seconds ago, but muted because I had some pretzels that were very crunchy, but I wasn't trying to leave you hanging, and I was laughing with you.
Wow, somebody made an album called Stranger in the Alps. That's funny.
Hmm.
Let's see if I can find it here. Let's see. Clickety click.
Clickety click.
Let's see.
I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but it's moving along so fast, but I like to see all the familiar names.
Okay. I found it. Let's see. Clickety click. We'll go here. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Larry? You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps?
When you find a stranger in the Alps. I got nervous he was going to say it the right way.
Yeah. Well done, I guess, that they could make it so different. But they must be laughing with us, right? The people who decided that?
I guess. I don't know.
Or, I mean, how could they have that job and not at least...
I don't know how this guy gave it with a straight face doing his line.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
I love it.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so what's next? See, these are gone. I don't know what happened to that one. That one or that one.
Oh no, maybe you could have clicked the back button instead of closing the tabs.
I tried it. It came up the same way. So.
Oh my gosh. I rebuke the force against you.
We're good. We have plenty. Don't worry. So I found this one. I just thought this was funny. This is, and I can't play the music when you forget you're over 30. And
I'm really over 30 now.
And then he goes up.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty good. All right.
I love it.
So we get that one out of there. This one's fantastic. So this is a realtor in Japan, and they had a green screen technology, so they look like the doors just open as you walk through the walkthrough on the apartment or whatever the house they were selling.
That's hysterical.
And she didn't know how to remove it with the chroma key, like I do with the gal. What is this? What's that noise? Whatever. And so usually she gets like 1,000 views or something. As of that day, whenever this was June 16th, it said it had almost 800,000 in one day because she couldn't edit out the green screen guy and just posted it there. Get rid of the music. Posted it this way.
I have got to send that to everyone I know in real estate. You have to send me that clip.
That's fantastic.
Oh my gosh. That is too much. They went through all the trouble. Oh, look at how they even had to pose. They went through all
hide
this
in the corner and duck down.
Think it's great. I think it's a happy accident. I think they're going to sell to some great buyers.
Well, it went viral wherever I saw it, and how would I ever see this video?
I'm not. I wish I could say I was in the market for that as a second home. What is it in Japan? I'll take 2. Make it a triple.
So yeah, so that was pretty good. I like that one.
Yeah, it is a woman
Yeah.
Is it a woman?
Well, I don't know.
Well,
How
we're
can you
supposed to
tell
be
from this?
working on our discernment in
Okay,
this
well,
age of deception. I feel like they saw
let's
hips.
watch the feet. Oh, well, there you go. Well, there you go. So,
Oh yeah, childbearing hips and boobs. It's settled.
and the gait is kind of like it's pretty fast, but it's a woman. So yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we settled that.
Yeah, a different kind of agility. It's good to know differences. We're living in some kind of reality.
Yeah, it's a Green Lantern. Someone says so.
Because we
Oh,
were saying to you before, so yeah, just trying to respect our Japanese comrade.
and I did want to mention something. Let me stop this one for a second. I have different people that send me emails from time to time, and amongst that is a gentleman, Terry. I mix him up with Dennis sometimes, but either way, this was Terry, and he was writing to me, and he said, it's in Matthew, I think it's 2:19. The name of the prophet Jeremiah in the KJV now says Jeremy. And what's interesting on how this whole Mandela effect works, in case you guys want to play along, this is a Mandela effect thing going on. What's interesting is when he wrote me this, I have a KJV that I've read ever since I got it. That's my go-to Bible, And I open up, I look at it, and I wrote him back, and I said, hey, no, mine still says Jeremiah. And then he was, well, look at all these, and he sent me samples of other KJVs that all say Jeremy. So then he said, go look at that ancient one. I have an old Bible that I got that's from the 1800s. And so he asked me to go look at that one. And so I pulled that one up. I don't know, where is it? And this is what, the pages look like. And within this, and I think I have it on another one. Wait, let's see. Let's see. Let me go. It's not that one. It is.
I'm seeing Matthew 2:19 recounts a moment. An angel of the Lord appears to Joseph in a dream in Egypt.
I have it. I have it here larger so we could see it bigger. And but right here, it says 2:19, like you were just reading. Was it 2:19? Oh, come on, where is it?
I'm seeing it. I'm reading it. 19. But when Herod was dead, behold, an angel of the Lord appeareth in the dream of Joseph in Egypt.
Yeah, but where's the part I was looking for? The oh,
Jeremiah?
here it is. It's up above. It's up above. So this is Matthew 2, and when you get to verse 17, then was fulfilled that which was spoken by Jeremy the prophet. So when he asked me to go look for this, the first time I looked at my other Bible, it said Jeremiah. But I looked at, this is the Bible I have from the 1800s, and it clear as day, it's the KJV, it says Jeremy. Now, here's the weird part. I don't understand how the Mandela effect works. Nobody does. When I go back to my other Bible now, it also says Jeremy now. Now, why would I specifically type it out an email to him and say, no, mine hasn't changed? But since that email, like 2-3 days ago, it now says Jeremy in it too. So some people have seen this. Apparently, I looked on Reddit. Some people have seen this change for years. But for me, this was brand new because it was just pointed out to me. And I don't understand how that works. But when something's pointed out somehow, then you see it and it switches. But there you go. That's a really odd one. And I thought I'd share that. So thank you for that.
I wrote in the just regular Google, who was Jeremiah, and the first thing that comes up is the weeping prophet. Jeremiah was called by God to be a prophet to the nation of Judah during a very dark and turbulent period before and during the fall of Jerusalem. And so does that have anything to do with this, or is this a different Jeremiah?
No, that's him. That's Jeremiah. But some reason now there's 2 times. It's also in Matthew, I think 29. He calls him Jeremy. It's just
wow.
weird.
So it's just like they decided to use slang. So I'm just going to, as an experiment, I'm going to say, who is Jeremy the prophet? Who is Jeremiah? What is the difference?
Yeah, they're going to tell you it's the same person. It's just, it's
slang.
More proper to say Jeremiah. But this
they're blaming it on the translation.
Yeah, just like there's now in the days of Noe instead of Noah. That one's
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, check that out. It talks about
I
in the
don't
days
accept
of
that.
Noah. Yeah. So So,
NOA.
once again, for the people that are looking into this and are like, they don't want to listen to Mandela, I just want you to understand something's happening in a supernatural way. And it's to let us know that we live in a spiritual battle and things can change in a way you don't understand. The word of God's not changing. It's written on our hearts. The words in these books are changing, and to be aware of it, not be fearful of it, but to know that God allows this to happen. So we know that the times that we're in, which I believe are
pizza,
little season. So that's all this is to do. It's not to cause fear in anyone. Don't stop reading your Bibles. Just know that things are changing and be aware of it.
Now, who can argue with that?
Reverend.
Oh, so
I was going to say something just like that. And then you had
Well, there
that
you
prepared.
See, I have all these things. You're probably going to say, you know what, everyone do your own research because there are no experts.
There are no experts.
And you probably would then say, I'm learning so much, Richard. And then you probably say, stop playing the drops. Okay.
No, I'm saying I want you to play the I've got nowhere else to go now.
Oh, all right.
So
Well, since you're on the show, you're allowed to ask for these things. So here you go.
I got nowhere else to go. I got nowhere else to go.
So there.
Well, now I feel spoiled that I'm the guest and I get to request. So maybe on behalf of the audience, I should also ask for the tiger vomit.
Fine. Do you want to, let's see. Oh, do I have the new version? I just have the original one. We'll go with the original. I like the original on this one. But the Valhalla, I kind of like with the chick in it.
Lastly, to my friend Charlie Kirk.
What is that?
Rest now, brother. We have the watch. And I'll see you in Valhalla.
What is that?
Satellite tracking continues.
Oh my gosh, what is she from? What is that from? Where did you find her?
Oh my goodness, you missed it. What was it? Was it last week or the week before? There was another shooting at the White House. I guess I shouldn't say that word, but in any case, there was another one, and she was a reporter that they heard the noises, and she just started saying, "What is that? What is that?" Looking all weird. Meanwhile, I showed there was two other reporters there. They were both Asian, but the second they heard it, they like dipped out. The guy's funny. You should watch that episode, Rosie. You can find it. The guy's funny because he straightens his tie like James Bond, and then he ducks down. I don't know why he did that, but they both take cover. This chick's just staring at what is it, and so somebody, for people like me that have no idea how to do it, put her in a green screen and took out all the other noise. And voila, she's been with me ever since.
I love her. I think she's amazing when used properly. It's
when
a
used
tool.
properly. See, she also wondered what Corey Feldman was doing here.
What is that?
That is so fake.
But then you know what's happened? There's we're gonna get into it when we talk about the stuff going on with sports and Trump and stuff. But let me see. Do I have it in here? Let me bring it this way. We'll go here. Where is it?
Yeah, I haven't
I'll start with these tabs and then we'll work our way to it. So we'll go here.
Yeah.
Clickety click. We'll go here and here and here.
One tab at a time.
That's right.
Tabba dabba doo.
Nice. So I don't know about you all, but on some level, I do miss Joe. Okay. Not because he was a great president, because he was so full of comedy towards the end there. He was always like getting lost and shaking hands with no one and just looking ridiculous. And so they had this his what do you call it? Presidential library, just this guy, right? And his wife. And so he does his air guitar and it's over. And he's walking off stage. There goes Joe Biden walking off stage. And everyone's
Joe. Oh, that's him.
Yeah. And then he shows up as always. I don't want to have the music cover it. We'll wait for that. You know, and he's doing the cool Joe. And then and he goes,
My granddaughter.
"Where's my granddaughter?" I feel bad. The guy. So anyway,
It's elder abuse.
It is.
It's worse than Stephen Hawking because at least Stephen Hawking didn't have to talk and he could just sit there. But I mean, this guy is just.
Why would they leave him alone? He needs an intervention. Oh, geez. So yeah. Enough of that. What's next? Thought this was just.
You know what? It really makes you wonder because people at that level should have access to the best of the best knowledge about things they shouldn't do to become like that. So it just makes you realize that it's like just probably all an act on the world stage, preparing for whenever he's going to end his role, and just he's serving his meme's purpose.
Right, and then we end up here.
And here we are.
And this is how she showed up to the event. Hey, come on, that's actually really good. Whoever put these two together is really funny. She got
it looks like the same hat that Melania wore during the inauguration. You know how she wore that really creepy witch hat, and like she was really depressed and embarrassed to be there. I'm not saying that that's what she felt, but I'm just saying that's what the hats are telling me. It's like I want to hide from this experience.
Right? She got that going on. And then, of course, so the big thing happened on Trump's birthday. They had this fight because nothing's more American than two guys beating each other to death on the White House lawn. Like, we are so far into idiocracy. But I thought this was interesting. There was a giant storm that was coming, and it split in two. Of course, they're using the word parting, like, you know, he's Jesus. But the storm parted over Washington, so it was perfect weather for them here during this fight. And then the weather went on either side. So, or they have the modulation weather modifier that they got rid of this area. You know what I mean? It's so obvious to me.
The weather is not predicted anymore. It's scheduled. And didn't you notice that all of these beach weddings by the big celebrities, they always have great weather. But then you hear from the the plebes, oh, we planned for our beach wedding, but we'll have to go with our plan B because the weather was bad. But I guess if you have more money, then the weather just goes by what you want.
And I agree with you. And I also want to say hi to my Rumble people because they looks like they found the stream that got fixed. So thank you for that. I'm so happy. Okay. Yay. Let's see. Let's go back over here. What are we doing? So that was the weather report on that day. And then, of course, the fight went off. The first thing is that this guy got hauled off. He was arrested because he's the fighter that wasn't allowed on the card because he doesn't like a specific small country in an area of the world that people talk about a lot. And so they arrested him for speaking out. But in any case, so that guy was gone. But then he come to this. I thought this was just the perfect explanation of what went down. Because on his birthday, that's the day that he signed the peace treaty with Iran in Versailles, which is really kind of funny because that's, you know, where the Treaty of Versailles signed, of course, the surrender there. And it says, we're the new Rome. We had peace with Persia in the afternoon, a gladiator fight in the evening, all on the emperor's birthday.
Wow. I haven't caught up on the story. I know that people were referencing it, and I thought it just sounded so cartoonish. And now seeing the photos, what a photo op! And
wild, the White House front lawn.
I did see a clip though of what he said. Are you going to play the video of what he said?
So that we'll get into that. I don't know if it was this guy. It was this guy.
Oh, okay.
So he gets done with his fight, and he says this.
And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man.
Okay, so that's what he says.
So vindicated. I knew it.
On the White House lawn, but I have the actual original footage. Most people don't. I'll show you. This is the original footage here. Let's see. We'll clickety click here.
Is it from Joan Rivers?
Here we go.
Michelle Obama is a man.
What is that? What is that?
Satellite tracking continues.
That was perfectly done because at the last look, she got a really good look that she didn't have to even ask. She just turned around without asking the third time. Oh, that was great. Very well. See, only with great comedic timing is that useful. And you hold the ring like Smeagol, and you'll never become Gollum because you know how to use it for good.
I'm Schmeagol. I like it. Let's see, where did they have that?
What is that? I remember when I was trying to change the subject from another more offensive event.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit it again. Go ahead.
In order to take people's minds off of another event that I was denying that offended the family, I changed the subject to Michelle Obama because I felt like that was less offensive, and they were very offended, but I showed them evidence and they just cognitive dissonance. Now I'm vindicated because if this guy says it, then it must be proven. And now I don't have to fight anymore with these people.
No, we don't. You want to see it here? We'll play it.
What is that? What is that?
And then
he gets a good look there.
Just after this one.
Satellite tracking continues.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Oh, my goodness. That's great placement. Product placement. No pun intended.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, I showed that to someone that didn't ever believe that story. And, that's the best one you've seen in years. Thank you, Bender Bear.
That's a great compliment.
Yeah.
A nice guitar.
Yeah. Everything I use is free music from YouTube. So that coin purse, that's funny.
Actually, that's good that you do that. They do say that when you use the music they want you to use, they'll promote your show more.
Oh, really? Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah. And then of course, as a conspiracy theorist, I can be like, oh, it's because they want you to use their special like frequencies and stuff and get people hypnotized. But we want to capture people's mind.
Right.
Thank you for the advice, YouTube. We'll use your we're throwing the net out, and then people with eyes to see who resonate with it will remain.
Wait, did you say that they're throwing the nut out?
I didn't say. What did I say?
I thought that's what you said. I don't know.
Oh, now maybe someone in chat heard whatever I really did say, because whatever I said, it wasn't that.
Wasn't that okay?
I don't care.
I have like short-term memory loss because now like that is so funny and different that I can't remember whatever I said. But anyway,
No worries. Okay.
let's nip it in the bud. Do you know that a lot of people, when they're supposed to say nip it in the bud, they say nip it in the butt?
Yes, I've heard that.
That's
But
funny.
it's supposed to be like for a rose and stuff, right?
Yes.
Of course
so
you
that's
would know
all
of
I
that, right? Of course you
Exactly.
would. Okay, let's see. We've got that. We got that.
Or also coming down the pike. People will say coming down the pipe, but it still kind of makes sense. But they're supposed to say pike.
I didn't know that one. I thought it was pipe.
Oh, well, there you go. See,
pike?
there's something new every day.
Going down the pike?
Coming down the pike.
Like a
I
mountain
didn't agree with
pike
it
or
either when I
something?
found
What do you
out.
mean? What is it? What's the
I don't want to have to Okay, yeah, you're right. I should look it up and remember why it is. Why?
All right, you do that, and I'll move on to the next tab here. Because there's so many, it's like it's beyond comparison at this time. How far deep we are into idiocracy, especially with that thing that went down at the White House. And so you got there's the
Yeah, wow.
He's gonna Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America? This guy just got his ass up.
Well, in any case, it's so much the same. I don't even want to play it all. It's kind of just
Yeah, we're there. It's a documentary now at this point, just like
Right?
they live
Yeah.
in a way. But it's actually it's coming down the pike, meaning turnpike, and that makes sense that we weren't familiar with it because we grew up on the West Coast where we just say freeways, and then we were not familiar with like highways and turnpikes and stuff, which is freeways.
Yeah. All right. Well, that makes sense. Okay, I'll go with that.
All right.
Okay. Let's
We
see.
agree to agree.
And what's that thing they say you can oh, I'll figure it out later. All right, next. What's this? Oh, and then President Trump announced now at that rally, with the fight and all that on July 4th, he's gonna have the largest fireworks show in the history of the world.
Wow. So what does he mean by that?
Everything he does is always the best, the biggest, and everything. No one's ever seen anything like it. Yeah. So
Is it longer or is it like covering more of the sky?
you can read into it. I'll tell you. It just says to conclude the program and commemorate this historic occasion, I will be launching what will be the largest fireworks show in history. So there you go.
All right. We'll see about that.
And
I'll be the judge of that.
I do have they've been practicing for it. Where is that? I think it's here.
What's up,
Now, I don't know where the street people got a hold of this, but I mean, he looks Chinese and it says made in China, so maybe they brought it with them, but it's a legitimate like fireworks that you would use at a main show, you know.
Wow, that is
Look
huge.
at that.
Scary looking. I wouldn't want to be near it.
No, and they just decide, well, let's light this up on the street. Now, here's my disclaimer. Do not do this. Do not attempt this. This is dangerous. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, now let's watch them do it. And I added in the music and maybe some sound effects. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, I didn't add in sound effects. That's the noise. It's just the music. I cut out the cut. Whoa.
Nuclear. It's like a mushroom house.
And all the car alarms went off.
And the car alarms going off. Oh, I wanted to mention that there actually was an unexpected Category 1 storm in New Orleans. If anyone wants to look it up, it's very interesting that within a 2-minute period, a tornado went through New Orleans, and there's just a neighborhood where it looks like a very like a Cat 5 went through it, and it happened within 2 minutes. And like in other similar kinds of damage that you'd see would normally take like maybe 30 minutes or an hour of a huge long storm, but we just had a very abnormal a weather person mainstream might say like, oh yeah, sometimes these things happen, but you know, it happened just so fast that all of a sudden you look on social media and like places that I go to regularly are completely flooded and trees are down. Oak trees that are hundreds and hundreds of years old, you know, the big branches have fallen off, and it makes you a little sad. And then like someone showed a video of, they have like a figurine that they dress up for different holidays, and you know, it was smashed. And it's just like, wow, I can't believe how quickly all of these things could just be completely destroyed and flooded. I mean, I guess you can't be Louisiana, but that did just happen. And so it's called tropical. I think it was called Tropical Storm Anthony now. Like like you didn't know the name of it until after it happened, when usually when there's something serious coming, you have days to prepare.
They name it in advance. And if you have breaking news, you have to tell me in advance. You get this.
Breaking news.
That's enough.
Remember you did for me the women's news?
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that one. I'm only allowed, I don't know how many, but I'm over my limit, so I have to delete things in order to put new ones up. So that's just the way it is, you know. Because I have some of my favorites. I haven't decided if I want to get rid of the Trump one going to Greenland. Have you seen him?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
Great.
I like that one too much. But, you know, I need room for other ones, you know, like this.
Yes, I believe in our judicial system.
Judicial system. I
That's
love
right.
how she.
That's right. It's got to enunciate certain words. We get it.
Jew.
Okay. Judicial. All right. So we did the Trump 4th of July. And then, of course, I didn't want to discuss this because I think it's such nonsense, but they're all fighting over the stupid, what do you call it? Reflecting pool. Trump just spent a bunch of money to paint it.
Right.
And then
the color, the algae, the mold, the whether it should be reflecting or not, the symbolic. Let's cover it.
Yeah. And so now, of course, we are in an idiocracy. There's people protesting go algae because the algae showed back up in this pond that they cleaned and it turned it all green again. And then there was areas where the paint had started peeling. But now when you find out, they tested it and they found phosphates in it, which means someone was dumping fertilizer into it to create the green algae.
Oh,
and
no,
and
that
yes,
sucks.
they got cops that are watching this pool at night now, and they caught a guy that was slicing the blue paint on the bottom. That's how much people just hate, like love or hate, is this presidency. It's crazy, and they're so hateful that they want to like mess up this stuff. And I didn't want to cover it, but the fact that there's people that are protesting, call themselves Teen Algae, we have really just so far in idiocracy, it's ridiculous.
May I speak frankly about how I feel about this sort of thing, or do you want me to dial it down?
Well, I mean, it's all just to stir us up and fight each other, if that's what you mean.
No, I just want to say that I do feel like humanity is acting more and more like savage animals, and they're conducting themselves with immoral behavior. And I think that it's a good thing when people who care about morality and right and wrong point out bad behavior. So no matter about the details of things, just these kinds of this whole situation here, it really grosses me out. And I just want to say that I just do not support anyone who does vandalism. And I never understood what kind of people would try to prove a point or think that it would be helpful to cause damage to public or private property. So I'm sorry if I just had to do my public service announcement about vandalism.
What do I have?
Information's out there. All you have to do is let it in.
I don't know if that one worked there, but we'll do that.
No, I think it totally worked.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, sweet.
There isn't a clip you have that wouldn't be
Not even-
satisfying.
Not even
Let's
this.
check the ceiling fan.
That one was horrible. You're right. I don't want to see that one again.
All
Oh my
right.
gosh. I wish you guys could see. I'm so lucky that I get to turn my head. Wait, let me turn my video back on. Turning my head and I can see my ceiling fan man clock, which I love and appreciate, even though it stopped working.
I told you not to buy.
I know. I was like,
I've got
I
one.
have
over there.
no expectations that this thing is going to always work. I have got my phone by my side all the time. It's for
Well-
it's the symbolism, and I just love having it there, no
Oh,
matter
thank
what time it
But
says.
what's funny too is mine's working, but the thing is the ceiling fan blades make it so it's almost impossible to know which ones are the hands and which ones are the pattern behind it. So.
Exactly. Before it broke, that was the funniest thing, is that there was 4 times a day because of the 4 fans where the hour hand is covered. So when you don't know what time it is, you know it's either 2 or 3 or like 4 or 8. So it's more like you have to do the process of elimination. And it was, a brain teaser, and then it broke. So my brain has now gotten a rest.
No, thank you.
All right. So let's see. Let's finish up some of these tabs here. Clickety click. Go here, here. Okay.
Oh, and Beowulf Ford says it's still correct twice a day, Rose. But
Nice.
the thing is that it stopped in a really inconvenient part. Maybe I'll have open it up and have Jason bend the hands to a place that I
Yeah.
could see.
Put it to 9/11. That's what he's supposed to do. I guess.
Oh my.
Oh my. Here he is. Once again, all he does is just troll people. I love this one.
Military distinction,
Let's see. He's handing out what he called Medal of Valors, I think it was.
the Congressional
Congressional Medal of Honor.
Medal of Honor. I wanted to give it to myself, but I was informed I couldn't do it, and I couldn't find anything where I was actually worthy. So
He's fantastic. I mean, what a
I
troll.
do like his comedy. I appreciate him as an entertaining character on the world stage who really he doesn't care what anyone thinks. He just says no filter. And I like seeing people get triggered by it because it means that they're susceptible to social engineering.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because he says, I'd like to give it to myself, but I was told I can't, and I have no reason to. I mean, why even bring it up? It's so funny. He's putting his name on everything. He just built himself a brand new Air Force One. He got rid of the old one, which, hey, that thing's been around forever. So maybe it was time, but he got a plane given to him from Qatar, and he refurbished it, made it the new Air Force One. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Aftermarket refurbishment. I'm surprised he didn't do it from scratch, but who gets the previous Air Force One? Did he gift it to
I don't know
someone?
what
Did he
happens
do
with
that
that.
let's follow the gift giving, you know how they say follow the
Right.
money.
Well, maybe Taylor Swift got that one. She
Oh,
needs a new
that would
plane.
make sense.
So then, and then he goes on here and he says this.
What have you learned about not just the exercise of power, but the limits on your power as a result of the conflict?
there are no limits.
No limit.
No, not. I haven't learned that lesson yet. I know there are, but
What? What's the worst thing to say? He was going somewhere like he didn't double down.
No,
He should have ended the sentence halfway through. Oh my goodness.
I mean, this is why people were afraid of him being they did the whole No Kings protest, like that was going to do something. This guy thinks of himself as like second to God, and he puts his name on everything, and he's changing the money with his face on it coming soon. He's going to do that. And he sells everything, including himself. And so he's so polarizing because people love him or hate him. I'm in the I think he just works with them all like you do. But the people that love him are just as insane as the people that hate him, because the people that love him, like, everything he does is perfect. And we went through this war where we attacked Iran, for Israel. But he says, look at how he changes his story on this.
it doesn't really affect us. We have so much oil. We have tremendous oil and gas, much more than we need. We're now
Okay, that was March. Now April.
totally independent of the Middle East, and yet we are there to help. We don't have to be there. We don't need their oil. We don't need anything they have. I'm going to get bad press. I know that.
And then he goes just recently and he says the reason we ended the war was because, well, we need the oil.
Continued to bomb them for another 4. Just bomb the hell out of them. I'd get bad press on that. No, there's nothing I can do. But what this does is it allows the ships to go. If we keep bombing, those ships won't be going. And you're talking about $500, $600, $700 million a day. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. That's why the world is okay. It's liquid. It's fine. Also, we run out of reserves in about 4 weeks. There are reserves all over the world. And
so we're going to run out of reserves in 4 weeks if the war kept going. But here he said we had plenty. We don't need any other but our own. And here, I mean, it's just like, so people are saying, like, why did we do this? He opened the strait that he closed. And then he does this little nugget.
The press conference, you said you don't mind Iran having ballistic missiles. Can you elaborate on that? I want to make sure we understand your position.
no, I'm saying that if other countries have them, it's a little bit unfair for them not to have some.
So you probably can't hear. It's really quiet. But they ask him, what about Iran getting nuclear weapons? Of course, you and I know that that's all just, fear porn. But he says, I'm saying that if other countries have the ballistic missiles, it's unfair for Iran not to have some. So he's completely 180'd, and he wrote his peace deal with Iran. And this was perfect because someone asked Grok, remove the flag of the country that won the war, and the choices were Iran, Israel, and the United States, and Grok removed Iran. So I thought that was interesting because that's Elon's, robot. And so Elon's robot thinks that they did. And then this one was great because he had to come in and change it from the Department of Defense to the Department of War. Then he went to war and he lost. And so now it's changed to the Department of Surrender. And then he had this, I thought was great because when Russell Brand's looking for Bible verses because he's a Satanist and doesn't read the Bible. This is me looking through the Iran deal for the parts where America gets something. You can use this with anything.
I just think about his ridiculous accent, so I already start laughing. And it's like he like made that necklace in a craft shop using some kind of Buddhist mala that he got from some crackhead in Tibet.
Right. Well, he was one of the ones they paraded out as like, oh, this is a Hollywood guy that he's anti this and he's Christian and all that. It's all just smoke and mirrors BS garbage. And the fact that he went on air, and this clip actually goes on way long, where he's trying to find this specific Bible verse that he said that he knew, and he doesn't even find it on the episode. And again, just like that lady, you can put this with just about anything. So that was him trying to find what.
Did you just pour a liquid?
Yes, I did. Some coffee.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure that some cat wasn't like
peeing on my car. Hopefully not. Where's Sarah? She's sleeping, I can see her. No, it was my coffee.
If someone in the audience heard the water and I wasn't the only one and they were just wondering and thought it was maybe coming from their house, could you let me know in the chat so I don't feel alone? But you don't have to lie. I just want to know if I'm not alone.
And then lastly, this is the one that kind of is like making me scratch my head. I'm trying to figure this out because they do this when, in the latter seasons of any soap opera, like the people that are friends become enemies or the people that are enemies become friends. And so now Trump is saying things like Israel needs to fight its own battles. We're done giving them money, all these things. And Benny here is now saying that he's not going to comply with the peace deal and he'll strike Iran and Lebanon whenever he deems necessary. And then he calls on, special people from within America to start like striking back against us. So I just found this interesting, whatever season we're in, that they now have them fighting. So,
yes.
And then, of course, they always tell you that, the only other president that fought against this same group, one was Nixon and he went down in defeat, and the other was Kennedy and, he blown away. But they say Kennedy went up against the Federal Reserve, and that's why so many reasons why they say Kennedy got shot at this point.
He wanted to stop the CIA, I think, because he saw that the CIA was influencing the military-industrial complex. But that's the surface level narrative. When we know that there's another higher force of evil that's trying to push humanity into a certain direction. And now it seems like we're getting to the point, just by my observation, that if all of that's true, then it's definitely time to choose your side. Are you on the side of good? Or are you in the side of evil? Because if you haven't yet figured out that there is good and evil at the very, very minimum, then I'm really worried about what's going to happen.
True. Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. We can go over the what is not. It. You say it better. Not the Hungarian dialect. What is it? The
Ebonics?
No. What is it? Hungarian.
Hegelian dialectic.
Thank you. The Hegelian dialectic, where this is all they're all actors and they're all here to just push the agenda through. But then, are you team red or team blue? That's all this is. It's just more of the theater that goes on.
Well, that's what I think you were showing with Trump, because I mean, this is why I love your show, is because all I need to know is whatever you're sharing. I don't need any other details. I'm getting the highlights and the funny stuff. And so what you just showed me, those examples, I'm thinking exactly what you just brought up about the Hegelian dialectic, but I was thinking problem, reaction, solution. So he doesn't care about how he looks in the future. He's living in the moment. And as everything is necessary, they're presenting a problem and then they're waiting for the reaction and then they're offering a solution, because everybody's just going to forget in 24 hours when the next big news event happens.
Now, who can argue with that?
Rub it.
Okay, let's see. What do we have here?
You said Hungarian dialect, and I'm just like thinking the most random thing, like going into a different direction, like African Ebonics, because I'm like, you're so lost. But then Hungarian dialectic, it's just
You
just
got
thinking,
it, though. I knew you'd figure it out. I knew you'd
yeah.
figure it out. Okay, these things have all reset again, but hopefully they didn't disappear. Okay, that one's there. I don't know why Twitter resets these, but it does. But, okay.
Wait, everyone in the chat is now saying Hungarian goulash, and now I feel like I'm ignorant and I don't know what that is and why people are bonding over the shared comment.
Hungarian goulash?
Is that a food?
Yeah, there's all kinds of
Oh.
good goulash. Yeah.
I can't believe I've never had a goulash. It sounds like a babushka, like just this like ethnic weird name that I don't know. So I was thinking a goulash could be like a gulag. So I really didn't know what it
Well,
was.
gulag's a prison. That's not as good at all.
Exactly. So I didn't know how to react to the comment. Now I know. It's just food. It's not a prison.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I was saying thank you so much for everyone's nice comments. And I saw Daryl and I responded to him. So I don't want anyone to think, because one time I didn't say hi to Sue Finelli in the chat, and I didn't see her because your chat's too fast.
It
and
is
she thought I was mad at her, and it traumatized me.
Oh no, it's so hard to catch all the different chat. It goes by very fast. But let's see. And did Daryl show up? He usually comes in way later than this. But just for anybody that just showed up, you need one of these.
I don't feel dirty. I don't feel dirty.
All right. Yes, there you go. Delicious beef stew.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
I love learning new things because I feel like I'm not trying to be a victim or anything, but I wish my parents taught me more about what different foods were. Did you know that recently I found out what orzo is? It's just pasta in little pieces. And I was always like, is that some kind of weird grain? And so now I like a whole world is opened. And if I ever see orzo on the menu, I just can visualize and understand that it's just little pieces of pasta, which I would love. And I look forward to opportunities to try different kinds of orzo in the remainder of my time here.
And Bender Bear says it's a soup version of the prison.
Oh wow. But orzo yesterday, the after party with Captain Alien. Yeah, it sounds like what you're gonna I want to know what you do with your orzo.
Yeah,
That is someone who knows what to do with orzo.
I never heard of orzo. And look, what's X Sweets. Yeah, you're over on Rumble. There's the Rumble people there. She's saying it's a hearty beef and vegetable stew or soup distinguished by generous uses of paprika, garlic, and onion. See, I'm getting hungry. This sounds good.
Wait, so you didn't know what orzo was either. So I think this is a regional thing because we're both from the same area. And when we could have been having like orzo chicken noodle soup, we were having matzo ball soup, and we should have been enjoying orzo.
Right. And Ginny said she knows what orzo is, and we even have some, but I didn't know that.
You didn't even know. We were just it wasn't in our bringing up. They didn't teach us.
We were too busy with matzo balls.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Wet bread? Why?
I know, right? Okay, well, all right. So then I also have this. This just happened because those of us that we have the what do you call it? The memory of a goldfish, or a squirrel, and we take our attention. Next thing, most people don't even realize that. I guess the Ukraine war is still going on, and they just had this thing where both sides. One, the Russians said it was the Ukrainians, and the Ukrainians said the Russians did it to themselves. But this missile goes off, and it does it perfectly, and it sends that lid flying in the air. And there's multiple versions of this because it was pretty spectacular. But of course, I have my version, which would be where is it? Which would be this one.
I can't believe that was such an interesting looking clip. That
yeah,
it was lifted into the air like that. Just makes you think about the force and the power. And just, it was very pleasing in its symmetry, because it could have gone up like this or like that, but it really just lifted up almost like a flying saucer.
Right. That's the. Why am I not finding it? Dang it! Did I not download that? Okay, it's not that. It's not that. We did that one. No. Nope. Huh. Maybe I've got it in these things. Let me look over here.
People in the chat are saying that they passed the poultry section in the market because it's so hard to trust the meat. And I agree. I'm very scared of grocery store anything. And I just feel like we all have to find local people who you could trust to provide things for nutrients. Talk about idiocracy, where the grocery store, we actually do look at it like poison. Probably not as much as 2006.
Well, that's the thing. We're trying out here. Well, there it is. It's called what? 11. Let me see. We found a local butcher that we can get meat from, and
You have your own eggs.
Dairy farm that my son brings us raw milk from. Well, that's not the one I want. And of course, we have our own eggs. So
Have you ever made your own mozzarella?
No, we haven't. We haven't made any cheese, have we, Jeannie? That I know of. No, not yet.
I looked it up and it's actually pretty easy. You just pour milk in, and then at a certain point you add like white vinegar of some kind, and then you keep stirring it until it curds, and then you strain it, and it just seems pretty easy, but I have not yet done it, but I really want to, because I don't ever want to.
Well, Jeannie has made cheese. What kind did you make? Cottage or ricotta? She's made that. And butter, that one's pretty easy. And the other one that blew me away, she makes her own mayonnaise. It's unbelievably easy. It's just oil and eggs, and that's it. And just mix it. And
What kind of oil do you use? Olive oil?
Yeah.
And where do you get your olive oil?
Well, that, we still have to buy it, or we don't create our own olive oil yet. So.
Okay, because I have a really good hookup.
Oh, okay. Well, after the show, well, give me that. Yeah. So here's the video of the Russian. This was my take on it.
Oh my
What
gosh.
is that? What is that?
Satellite tracking continues.
What a timeless masterpiece. I'm noticing things I like about it more and more every time. Like this time I realized that the third time she really just takes an extra step further.
Yeah, I like the walk off. Should we look at it again? It's seconds.
What is that? What is that?
All right, this is over there.
Like a curtsy.
So, all right. So that happened over in Russia, and then for those of us playing along at home, someone sent me a Mandela effect.
Someone should get fired over this, right?
Because those of us that remember seeing this originally in the theater, he said this. He said, "Luke, I'm your father." Of course, now he just says no. But here's an AMC, because they're re-showing the Star Wars movies, I guess.
Oh, really?
And they just have this, these sayings up on the wall, and that takes a lot of effort to put these things up and paint them on or whatever they did, and they got it wrong. So I thought that was pretty good.
I can't post links in the chat, but I'm emailing the link.
Someone's getting fired. Is what that was.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just speaking out loud while typing.
Oh, well, you're a woman. You can multitask.
Yeah, because I'm sending something to Trish.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and shout out to Trish. And there's a whole group of people, I guess, that I was told are having a watch party, which is super exciting because Like I've been at watch parties, but I've never like been the subject of a watch party. So if I am, thank you. Shout out to you all watching in the watch party. Where are they at, Jeannie? You know, in Dallas, good old Dallas. And so shout out to my people over in Dallas that hopefully are being entertained on their watch party.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
So there you go. All right. So now let's get rid of that.
Can I say the website?
Of what?
The olive oil, because I feel bad that I only sent it to Trish and someone else might want to know.
Oh, well, you can put it in the what do you call it? The private chat thing, and I can probably post it.
Okay.
So
Because it's infused and they're different flavors. Like you got to see it to believe in how interesting it is, all the different flavors.
Oh, hey, Karen. Hey, Jeannie, Karen's here.
All right, I put it there.
You down there, hon? You'll see it on the screen. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, the walk-off is the best, right? So, okay. So, let's see. Where were we? We were...
Tabs. We're going through one tab at a time.
I want to show this because I don't understand this. Like I was talking to Jeannie about Black Friday is crazy enough as it is, but sometimes they hand out like a special whatever and people stand in line for it. The Trader Joe's people, and I'm sorry if you're a Trader Joe's person, I'm not specifically talking about you, but there's a certain type of Trader Joe's people. Like we had one open up here, near here, and people waited in line to be one of the first customers to walk in the door. They didn't win anything. They just now can go through the rest of their life going, I was one of the first ones to walk into this Trader Joe's, you know? And so like every time you go there with them, they're going to be like, you know, this Trader Joe's, I was one of the first. Yes, we know. You know what I mean?
Like
It's
Disneyland. Oh, I was there in the 1950s for the first Disneyland opening. I was on Main Street, USA.
This is a Trader Joe's. This is a grocery store. And so they handed out these special edition bags, you know, you put your groceries in. And people waited in line. This is across Washington where I live. It's embarrassing. Look at this line to stand in. Look how far it goes. It goes all the way around here and then it comes back here.
I mean, I used to like their gorgonzola gnocchi and they were always out of it.
And look at they're fighting over these bags.
Why are people like that? Oh my gosh.
It's a sad state of our society where we're at now. And what's interesting is Jeannie being a nurse for years, she always used to make this comment because she'd see this happen. Like they come to the nurses and they'd be like, hey, see this Klondike bar? You can get one free. We got them downstairs in the parking lot. We're handing them out. And it would drive her crazy because for a free chocolate, what do you call it? Ice cream. Nurses would waste their entire break to stand in line to get this free ice cream when you could just go to the commissary and spend $1 or $2 and buy one. You know, it's just fascinating to me that how people will stand in line for this stuff. Like we've become such a what do you call it? Monetary or
materialistic.
Thank you. Yes. Look at this line.
They feel like they need this external thing. This is what marketing has done to people's brains, where they get like a dopamine hit from obtaining something and they actually believe in their minds that they need this, you know? And really, if that Trader Joe's didn't open up, they'd still all continue to exist without dying.
Right.
But now that there is a Trader Joe's there, they're like, I must participate in this. There's actually an occult esoteric word for it called an egregore, which is where, like Disneyland or like Bugs Bunny or Donald Trump or anything, where when enough people are focusing on an idea and just concentrating on it, a thought form could be considered something tangible. And so what you put your attention towards gives it weight. And so that's why everyone should make sure that what they're putting their mind towards is the thing that they want to be putting that real estate, because you only have so many thoughts. So you want to be not pointing it toward these idols and egregores and like whether or not you should get the waterproof mascara for $7.99 or like the better one that isn't waterproof for $10.99. Like, how do we even have these decisions?
Right.
Makes me feel like an alien.
Right? Oh, geez. Yeah, I guess Kroger's did it too. What's your bag? Avoid lines. But yeah, it's pretty wild how conditioned we are, you know?
On the topic of lines and the rushing to be first, from the age of getting my driver's license to a certain year, I always would go straight into the fast lane on the 101 freeway until it was time to get off and I'd merge to the exit. And I was in a rush to try and like beat everyone and get to where I was going much faster. And then at some point in my adulthood, I decided I was only going to take the slow lane and just whatever happens, happens. And oftentimes when I would be getting off the freeway, I would notice that someone who was trying to be fast would be behind me.
Right. That's the way it always seemed to work. When you were in a hurry and you're doing that, then it turns out that you're ended up, yeah. What mom always say? Haste makes waste. So yeah, but and someone's agreeing with you about stuff. So this is great. I love to see that.
I'm very offended by unnecessary lane changes. And if people would just plan in advance with their brains, they would know and to spend as much time in one lane at a time as possible.
Right on, says Susie. Okay, let's see. Let me finish up some of these tabs up here. Wait, let me look in these files here. Did I get everything out of this that we wanted to? Oh no, we got to cover a little bit of the World Cup. Let's see. Got this. On this one I saw, it just kind of drove me. This one's kind of funny. I think it's funny. Where is it? Bob Ross.
Look at that. What these assholes did to the sky. We're just going to put their mess right here on the canvas. And we'll stack a few more of them because they don't know when to quit. Fill it right up till there's barely any blue peeking through. Nice bright lines all crisscrossed like a big spider web, maybe a crocheted blanket.
Is that what he talks like?
Well, he did. I think he's passed away, or his character's dead. But yeah.
Did you watch him before he became an internet meme?
I mean, I know of him. I think my sons would watch him more, but hasn't he always sort of been an internet meme? And have you heard the rabbit hole one on him?
No.
They say a lot of the things that he painted, they found like famous murdered people there and stuff. Well, like the people.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so like he potentially is one of these serial killers that goes around and then he paints where he's killed someone.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's what the internet's saying. I don't know. But,
now that you told me that, it changes the way his facial expression looks. When you have that in your mind, doesn't he just look like he got away with murder?
Look at that. What these assholes did to the sky. We're just going to put their mess right here on the canvas. And we'll stack a few more of them because they don't know when to quit. Fill it right up till there's barely any blue peeking through. Nice bright lines all crisscrossed like a big spider web, maybe a crocheted blanket.
Well, and I could see that he might have been, other people have heard that he was a serial killer. He got stuck into this hair that once he got famous, he couldn't change his hairstyle. So maybe that made him angry. And then he started, Xing out people. I don't know.
What is that called? Now you have to be the one to help me. When you get shoved into one kind of character, you get character.
Shoviness? I don't know.
okay, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT and I'll be with you. You bring up a tab.
Okay, I'll keep going. So let's see. Oh no, not Bob Ross. You should look into him, but
typecast, but I've thought of it before the answer came up.
Typecast.
Yeah, he didn't want to be typecasted with the afro and it made him depressed.
Oh, look at Levi right there. Thank you, Levi.
Yay. Right on, Levi.
AB Normal went with Pigeonhole, but that, we were looking for typecast, but we will accept Pigeonhole too.
We will.
Okay.
And so our friends on Rumble also knew what it was as well.
Oh, actually, I gotta look over there. Yeah, typecast. Oh yeah, then Garth Brooks. They say the same thing about him. If you look at all the auditoriums and big events that he had, there's been people that have been excommunicated out of those areas too. So I've heard that about him too.
Oh my gosh, that changes everything about the lyrics to a song that I like that he sings. Where it's called a bad goodbye.
Oh,
the lyrics. Now we have to look it up again. Wow.
All right. Well, you can do that. We'll keep moving on here.
No, I'm mind blown. I'm paralyzed with thoughts and imagination.
No. Okay. let's see. What else have we played? I thought this is pretty funny. This guy, he's breaking into a house.
Wait, that was Clint Black. Never mind. No.
Oh no, he got in.
What? Too much. Do you
Right?
think that's a joke, or do you think that's real?
Well, the thing is, of course, I added the music because they had some music that was copyrighted. But the thing is when you look at some of these, they'll have multiple camera angles. This is a single camera, and you can see all they did was like turn it because you can do that remotely. So I tend to believe this one, and yes, I do believe that we have people that are that stupid that would.
Me
'Cause
too.
he came from this side, he didn't look around the other side, so I don't know.
Can you believe that there are still people that think they can steal money from their jobs?
Oh,
see
because of all
body
the
cam
camera
footage.
work, you mean?
Yeah, I see body cam footage of people getting arrested from like Target and Walmart, not just customers stealing, but employees. They're just pocketing money in front of the cameras. It's like, this is what I'm
That's
talking about.
crazy.
Idiocracy. How do they not realize that they're going to get caught and that they kind of figured out how to catch people for these things?
I don't understand it. But I also agree with this for Bender Bear saying, I would watch a Bob Ross comedy horror movie.
Me too.
Careful, somebody's probably creating an AI of it right now.
I was just thinking that. I was just thinking the same thing, that it's going to happen. It sounds like it's meant to be. There's nothing like an idea whose time has come.
Right? They make it both of them, like him and Garth Brooks go on tour or something. So
Oh, have you mentioned on your stream recently the funny Scary Mary or the scary comedies redone, Mrs. Doubtfire? I forget
Oh
which
no,
one.
we haven't done that. That'd be hard to do because those are like Disney things and like the I don't know. I'd have to check.
Mainstream?
I have to make sure I wouldn't get a copyright on that.
Okay.
The thing is I'll do like a 2-3 hour stream, Rose, and I'll play a 30-second clip and I'll get a copyright strike because of the music or because of the video or whatever. And then I have to edit it out and I lose the chat. And so I try to be very cautious on YouTube when I.
That's good. No explanation necessary.
Oh, you got it anyways.
And you already have tabs, and I don't want to distract from the tabs, but I'm just filling the silences in between.
I thank you.
I mean, I'm trying.
How about this? Okay. So on this one, to continue on with how far down idiocracy we're in, clickety click. This guy, Byron Donalds, he's speaking about the importance of education, but can you see his sign?
Read to succeed, achievability.
Yeah, but it's misspelled.
Aw, yeah, that's a shame. I caught when I was a young child, I think I was like 8 or 9 years old, and I was at a real estate office and someone was printing out a long banner and they spelled congratulations with a D, like congratulations.
Right.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Like congratulations, and I helped.
You helped. Oh, you misspelled it for them?
No, I told them that they were spelling it wrong and they fixed it and then reprinted it out again.
Oh.
I said, that's not how you spell congratulations.
Well, they even said it just now. Hunt and Cover said, yeah, from the Leary Center is probably where he learned how to spell this. So, but how sad it is that he's got to have a team of people to help him and nobody saw this was wrong. It's kind of sad state of affairs that we're in.
The more I look at it, the more it's like messing me up. So sometimes I have to look at a word too long. It stops making sense to me.
Right. I'm with you. Or you say it so many times. Yeah. All right. We'll get rid of that. And then this one, I had to share this because, and by the way, I don't know if you're watching, G, they've changed this.
Wait, is he in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania?
Who?
That guy, because there's a company, I just searched for both spellings and there's a company that spells it wrong in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but that's not what he was doing. He was.
I know, I'm not trying to make excuses for him.
Well, it sounds like you are.
But I'm just saying that somebody decided to make a company with a misspelled word is my point.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. I think. Okay.
Maybe they're trying to be clever. I don't know. Let's
Look
stop
at Ginny. This one got changed in Lifetime. So originally this New York Post said Germany documents the highest in history number of antiseptic incidents, the highest in history, it said. But then, of course, the very first comment, those are always the best.
Yeah.
He wrote highest ever. 2.5 million views, and then they had to change it from Germany documents the highest ever to a record number. So they switched it. They fixed it. But man, this cracked me this made me laugh so hard. Highest ever? Really? You sure about
I
that?
love it. It's such an innocent question.
You don't remember about the mustache guy? No, none of that? Okay.
You don't remember a specific number that was particularly large?
Yeah, several million. Yeah, no, you don't remember that? Okay.
Particularly.
So honestly, it's just the best. All they wrote was 2 words, highest ever with a question mark.
Yeah, the dot. The dot. We have to appreciate the dot has equal significance to both words on the outside.
True. Exactly. That's very true. So
highest.
So
ever.
Highest ever.
Ever.
All right. So then you go to this. I've talked about this before, but this showed up on my feed again. Now I don't think you're old enough to know this stuff, Rose, but we were so, as they say, feral. There was no cell phones. Our folks had no idea where we were if we left for the day. We were just told she might be. Yeah. Where they would just say to come back when it got dark and the street lights came on.
Yeah, I was part of the last of the 90s kids who we could scrape our knees and we didn't have to go on social media to talk about our healing journey.
Right. And then this thing, honest to gosh, they play this for our parents who were sitting at home watching television.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m.
I mean, why do they have to remind our parents that they have children?
Do you know where your children are?
It's not like they can text either, right?
What's that?
Today, if a parent saw that on TV, they'd be like, "Oh, I don't. Let me text them." But when this was airing, they couldn't text to find out. So you're not helping them. You're just making them realize that they're horrible parents if they don't know.
Yeah, exactly. They were shaming our parents. These were all the famous people of the day.
Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Diddy parties? I don't know. Where are they?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Oh, was that too far, Jeannie? I'm sorry.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Sophia
10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
That's enough.
I don't know who that last lady was. Who's that? Bonnie Strauss. No idea. I mean, this lady's just somewhat famous because she was in movies that nobody's seen, at least that I know of that are old enough to see them. So, anyways, I just thought that was funny that they had to remind our parents that they had children. Go get them. Plus, it's 10 o'clock. I mean, we were at home way before 10 o'clock. I don't know whose kids are still out at 10. It's kind of funny. So, yeah, it's a ritual. You're right. It's a ritual. Okay, what's next? Now, I have a question. How many strikes does it take to get out?
3.
Okay. Can you get struck out on 3 balls?
No, I think this has something to do with 4 balls, right?
Correct. Although this guy, 3 balls and he was out. I'm not going to play because it's Major League Baseball. But he hits the ball and it awkwardly bounces right in the coin purse. Did you see it? I don't want to play too much of baseball.
Wait, okay, but if he swung, then isn't it a strike?
No, what I'm saying is he was out for the game. He couldn't stand up after this. And
Oh no!
They had to leave.
Oh no! Oh, I wonder if he did something.
If you're a guy, you know what this pain feels like, and I'm shocked that he could. And of course, they're goofing on him, but he was done he left the game.
Oh, I just realized what happened. I wasn't catching on, and I I
See,
just
when I
thought
have
he
you
like
on the
pulled a
screen and my
muscle.
wife down there, you guys both yell at me if I play something that's terrible.
No, I just didn't get it. I was like, oh, he pulled a muscle, like, that's too
No,
bad that he
no,
twisted himself.
no, it got twisted, but yes, oof. And then how
Oof.
about this? Maybe I'm just weird, but this is in Seattle. This is a World Cup signage. And I don't know. Did anybody else see anything weird there besides a guy bouncing a ball on his knee? Just saying.
There's something in between his legs.
Well, it just looked, I don't know, the whole thing just looked awkward to me. Like if there was two people here. But then once you see it, he's bouncing the ball on his knee, but it does make you do a double take, I feel. So giant trees with that group of people in Dallas.
I don't know.
Hi, giant tree and people in Dallas.
I see the knee kicking the ball.
Okay, good. That's what you're supposed to see.
But I also feel like I see some unknown appendage in between the legs.
Let's just move on from there.
Okay.
This one, I didn't even know why Scotland has this thing with Boston, but I can get behind this kind of protest. They went around and took orange cones and stuck them on all the statues they could find in Boston. I find this hilarious.
Like dense caps.
Look how they get all the way up there.
Dense caps. Oh, look, and devil horns. What are these statues? These are weird statues anyway.
I don't know where they got all these statues from, but
why do people have to have weird statues? Come
right?
On.
But anyways, I think it's pretty funny that they decided to go around and put orange cones on. I mean, that's a vandalism that doesn't hurt anything, So, all right.
Are they ever going to put it back? Then it will be even better. Leave it at the side of the road.
Placed back correctly. I'm sure they're all gone now.
Yeah, they've been retrieved.
Oh, and then let's see. I gotta stop this for a second. I have Australian news.
Crikey! It's news for Australians, mate. Good day. Here's your news. Straight from Australia. We once were a prison colony, and now we got separated into many colonies. I've lost my accent. Crikey! Those look mountainous. Wow! You'll have to learn not only to drive on the wrong side of the road, but upside down. Bonza!
Okay, so that's my little Australian intro
Nice.
for Australian news. Thank you. So, spoiler alert: we played the United States in the World Cup. We played Australia, and crikey, Bonzer, we beat them 2-0. But in their defense, this was the Australians watching their team lose.
Robinson fizzing it back.
Okay, but I do have to say this: in their defense, they're not used to playing on this side of the hemisphere. And it's basically upside down for them. So I can see how they could have lost. So
down under.
I wrote that joke. You like it?
They shouldn't be the away team.
I wrote the joke. You like it?
I would have clicked on that if I had the control.
Oh, okay, good. so okay. And then real quick, let's finish out some of these up here. You've got so, of course, the attack on Christian faith never stops. So there's 3 giant pictures that they were required to wear the rainbow for the pride going on and all that. And so they just wrote the verse in Genesis where God talks about the rainbow as being his promise in the sky so he wouldn't send the rains again. And they all got warnings and issued in trouble from Major League Baseball. And then, of course, now Trump's Department of Justice is stepping in, which is silly. But in any case, so there's a whole fight about this because, they should be allowed to write this. It's not that big of a deal.
They should be allowed to write scripture on Pride Night is what the fight is about?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be very offensive to me if, okay.
Well, this is part of the Hungarian dinner. It's part of the Hungarian dinner dialect, right?
Yeah, I don't. Okay,
just
so
want us to fight over this.
may we have a serious conversation about sinning just for a moment?
Yeah, I think we can get. Let me see. Do I have anything else that needs to be pressed on? No, I'll just get. We'll stop there. Okay. She wants to. Rose is getting serious, so here we go.
So you don't, if you're putting scripture on your hat, you're not trying to like be mad at someone. And everybody makes mistakes and everybody sins. And so there is this agenda to highlight this one sin and everyone's being obsessed with it. But in the eyes of God and what the Bible says is that we're not supposed to judge others. So while someone might be sinning in one way, I also am sinning in my own way too. So a good Christian would want to help people to discover that they could change or live in a different way. So it's not being against them, it's trying to help them. Is that weird for me to think of it like that?
I'm kind of a little confused with what.
It's not like it's not
It's
an
for him
act
to
of
write that on the
rebellion.
hat. That just says this is what he believes. That's what I
Right.
see.
Right,
So
but okay,
it should
so
be allowed.
if there is, are there churches that really say there's no gay people allowed?
Well, it's not even that. It's not about the churches saying there's no gay people allowed. If you actually go into the scriptures, I mean, a lot of this was written with Paul at the end there, but it's basically God set it up a certain way, but his scripture is about the rainbow, about how he made this promise to us never to flood the earth again. It has nothing to do with anything other than that. He's just saying, okay, you're using the rainbow for this symbol, but I want everyone to remember that it originally came from God, and here's the Bible verse that it references. That's it. He didn't reference some Paul thing that's saying that a different lifestyle is a sin. He didn't reference that at all. It's Genesis 9, I forget which one. That's all it is. He's just reminding people the rainbow came from God, and it was compromised by individuals that wanted to use it for their agenda, their propaganda, or whatever. Because before all this, look, I understand there's always been some type of racism and what do you call it, homophobic things. I get it. There's people that are just born and built that way, or they've been uh through how they were brought up. They were immersed in it. That's how you get it. I mean, I did a whole story where my wife, when she was a little girl, went to buy a doll for her friend. She was only like 5 or 6, and her mom asked her, why is she picking out the white Barbie? You should pick out the black Barbie. And Jeannie didn't know why she said that, because she didn't realize her friend was black. Because we're not born this way. It's just through indoctrination of like what we see and hear and what's produced. And so that you can go back in time where people didn't care. To this day, we don't care what happens in your own house. Do as Aleister Crowley, do as you will, whatever. Do your own thing. It's the artificial production of pushing these agendas to let us know. I mean, when you look at the flag, it just has all the different, types of people they want to have sex with. That's what I see.
Yeah.
And I don't need to know that,
Yeah. I don't
I'm
want
not
to know.
putting you down. I just don't need to know who you want and whatever. You know what I mean? It's like,
I don't want to know about it.
so
Yes. So what
that's
I'm
how
saying, I'm saying that you, by your explanation, you said it so much better. It made me realize a better way to say it is, to me, his hat wasn't an act of rebellion. It was just educating and informing of his point of view on it. And that it's not the same as him saying, I disagree with this. He's just trying to educate and inform and share his point of view. But I don't know why people think that just by showing your point of view, that it's an attack. That would be like, the people who put the ash on their foreheads during the Catholic thing.
Yeah.
That would be like going to a restaurant, and if my waitress has it on her forehead, thinking that she's saying, you don't have the ash on your forehead, so I hate you and disagree with you. She's just expressing the ash on her forehead, and that's how I saw him wearing the hat. There's thunder and lightning outside my window, and I feel like synchronistic.
Well, and it's the same thing with the dot, right? That they wear, it's a religious thing or whatever, but it shouldn't offend someone else.
Yeah.
If that's what they want to do. All he's just reminding people, like I just had on the screen, is just telling you, hey, this is where the rainbow actually symbol started. And this is what I believe. even though I'll wear your hat and your shirt and stuff, but this is what I believe. What's wrong with that? We've come to a society that if you don't believe and talk and think the same way as this other person, then they'll shun you or they'll try to shut you down or whatever. That we've gotten to the point where you can't have a difference of opinion. You have to have the same.
Right. Like, I'll take it a step further. I'm going to total lawyer up for this guy. He was participating because his scripture was relevant. He didn't just pick some random scripture saying like something about burning in hell if you're not Christian. He's like,
Right.
hey, this is about the rainbow. So he's actually participating.
Right. I'm with you. So, all right. Well, last two tabs I have on here. Let's go through this really fast. You could see these. I thought this was interesting. So here's Elon Musk saying that saving for retirement will be pointless.
One like side recommendation I have is like, don't worry about like squirreling money away for retirement in like 10 or 20 years. It won't matter.
No. It won't matter.
Okay.
Either we're not going to be here, or
it just like it's you won't need to save for retirement. If any of the things that we've said are true, saving for retirement will be irrelevant.
Said the trillionaire.
Oy gewollt.
Yeah. He always says fun things that just make people like, go, oh my gosh, now.
Oh, nothing be happy, right?
Right.
They've already told us.
Exactly.
It's
Because
a
we
social credit
know
score.
who owns everything. This is Dan Blazarian, who's only famous for like, I think, gambling and having sex with women and drinking. But in any case, I checked out this list and I even had Grok double check it because that's what you do. And here's the updated list on who controls the media. And, here's what all Meta owns: Facebook, Instagram. I mean, look, you can see them. And then here's what the Alphabet company owns: Google, YouTube, Android, Gmail. It's everything. It's everything. They own them all.
Yeah.
TikTok and, the match groups. Here's the hookup apps: Tinder, Hinge. They're all the
They're
same.
considering that media?
What's that?
They're
Well, I mean, it
considering
is. It's a
treating
way that
that as-
people talk to each other. It's definitely
Yeah.
some type of social media.
Yeah, because when you're trying to find a mate, you discuss current events to find out how much you agree with each other. So think about the data collection they're getting from the dating apps.
Yeah, and then he's got all the porn apps, of course, and he's got the gaming apps and the
Yeah.
movies. All these companies, they're
I don't do any of that.
so. I just thought it was interesting. It's quite a list, and it goes on and on and on. And it just shows you. I'll put it in the chat so anybody wants to look through it sometime.
Yeah, you should, because it's kind of small to read on the screen.
Right. I mean, and hopefully the chat stays. Sometimes they go away. I'll try to put it. Let's see. So there's that. And I just noticed. Oh, and I've got to find you, Rumble people. Give me a minute. I'll try to throw it over there. But I just found that thing that you posted in I forget, it's the private chat. So let's see. I will I'll post that one. This was because someone or people had asked about the olive oil.
Right. And the reason why it's
Here's the
special
olive company.
is because it's infused. And
Oops.
so I like getting the garlic infused olive oil. And they also have like a cayenne infused olive oil that's bright red, and it just adds color and spice to anything. And you could think about how it's like a potent, parasite cleanser. That's what I like to think when I use the cayenne one. And they have like a basil one, and they have a Tuscan herb. And so the interesting thing about olive oil is that once you infuse it, you can't technically call it like the bougie kind of like cold pressed extra virgin olive oil, because you have in fact changed it. However, I can say that it was originally the very, very, very good kind of olive oil from Italy, and then the friend in Alabama is who's infusing the oils and making them the flavored oils. And
Right. Well, I know nothing about this other than Rose likes it, so I'll put it in here and you guys can check it out on your own discernment and go from there. So there we go. Okay. And the Sandy machine just showed up, which means you're extremely tardy.
I don't feel tardy. I don't feel tardy.
So there you go. Okay. Let's see. What do we have left here? Covered that. Only had two little things in scary space news. Let's get that out of there. Where is that? Here he is.
This week in scary space news.
Okay. So imagine a structure so vast that light itself would take 10 billion years to cross. Astronomers have found one of the largest known structures in the observable universe, the Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall. You like that, Rose?
Yes.
They discovered this cosmic behemoth by mapping out powerful gamma ray bursts and blah, blah. Anyways, on and on and on. So there you go. There's the cartoon to prove it to you. They found something that's 10 billion light years away.
I just feel so sorry for the people that went to school and they're in debt in college and their job is to, crunch the numbers to create these images all based on a science, which now even in the mainstream, they're admitting that their atomic theory is incorrect.
Right. They keep changing it. That's what happens with liars. They can't keep their lies straight. So they keep having to change them.
I actually did recently save a quote from someone about it that I can forward to you for maybe a future tab in your show.
All right. We'll do that. And then what's this one? So this is a comparison of and did you know the name of this thing? If I say it right, the Chicksa Club. Chicks.
Isn't a Chicksa someone who's not
love?
Jewish, or is that what's
That's a
Shiksa?
Shiksa. That's a Shiksa.
Yeah, a
Yeah, that's
Shiksa
pretty
is a
close.
non-Jew.
This is a Chicks you love. The
I
Chicks
can't. I'm squinting my eyes. I really wish. Okay, I'm gonna full screen it. Oh, a Chicxulub. You haven't heard of a Chicxulub before? It's one of those moons that
Well, this is
say hello.
This is the asteroid which struck the Earth how many years? 66 million years ago, which ended the age of the dinosaurs, and shows you the size of it, right?
I don't. There's too many things that offend me about this.
Yeah, and so here's the thing that I looked up this Chicxulub, and a couple of things happened. One is they say that it was, again, we know what happened 66 million years ago. They just make this stuff up and people buy it. Oh, well, White Coat said it. Okay. So this happened in the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico 66 million years ago. This thing crashes down, and we were told it wipes out all of life forms. And of course, now it's changed. I think it's only 75% of all species now. But then I found this interesting.
Wait, but could I just say, I want to say one point that it's always funny when people talk about this because they usually use carbon dating, and carbon dating only goes up to like 60,000 years. So anytime they talk about millions and billions, like what are they using to make that time period? I don't know.
Yeah, 100%. And so this says also included were the non-avian dinosaurs. Like, well, that's a good way of putting that. So they mean the ones that don't have wings, right? They can't fly, because we're told to this day that chickens and birds are dinosaurs. And so they had to change their story and say, no, not all the dinosaurs got extinct, only the ones that couldn't fly. And so then, of course, I asked Grok, I'm like, where is it? I did ask him.
Do you want me to ask real quick since I can
How
type
did the avian dinosaurs survive? And Grok's answer was they survived the Chicks Club because they were small, ground-dwelling, toothless beaked birds that could feed on seeds when the global food chain collapsed. They also were able to use their feathers to
stay warm.
Stay warm. Yes, thank you. And they lived close to the ground. And yeah. So isn't that something? Low energy needed. They ate seeds when nobody else could find food.
Oh, you reminded me of the Bible scripture about birds where it says we don't have to worry about them finding food. And that sounds nice, but still, I just feel bad for them whenever they do die, however they do die. I just feel like, where do they go? And are they in pain and they get old? And I just don't want any birds to suffer, but it is a nice idea.
Well, I have in the past when we've had a winter here where everything's snow covered, and I'll throw birdseed out there for them. But then maybe I'm just part of God's plan to help them eat when they can't find it. You know what I mean? So that's how that all connects. So
I actually am quite bad and influence nature by feeding the woodland creatures. I give lots of peanuts and not just a handful. I'm afraid that my backyard animals are dependent on me now, and I'm afraid of even going on vacation that they might starve.
well, yeah, you got to calm that down. You got to allow them to be animals. But yeah,
Well, I might be too late. I may have made a huge mistake, and I don't know how to help them learn how to find other things to eat, but they're just so cute and they're just there every day waiting and
well, pick your battles and pray on it is what I would say. So
Pray or
no,
Prey?
AY.
Okay.
And I want to thank Chad for another super sticker. My machine sold. I can't tell what it is. And then we got a new member with the after party with the Captain Alien. I love the names of people's.
I feel like I influenced them because I complimented them on their name earlier. And then slowly over time, they were like, you know what? I really like this place. I think I'm going to stick around.
I like it.
It became a
And then
member.
what is this? This Sanity Machine 333. Thank you very much. Talk live sometime. You have a channel. I'll check it out. So I'll go look. But thank you for the super chat.
Okay, it's interesting because he believes he has his own, well, it's not his own model, but he presents the model of us existing in a hell realm because of all of the mountains of evidence that things are going so terribly wrong. So it would be interesting to hear you comment on the difference between that idea and the little season idea, because if I'm not mistaken, the reason why the little season theory is so appealing is for the same reason as the mountains of evidence of evil that we see.
All right, I'll check it out. I'll look into it. So yeah.
But just so I mean, to be blunt, you don't agree with each other, to be clear.
Oh, I see. All right.
Right. But it's always interesting to talk to people with different points of view.
And Uncover wants a flying cat again. I don't have that in the rotation. I'll put it back for next week. I thought everyone was done with that one. You seen the flying cat, Rose? So
The one that flies across the room because something fell.
Yeah, the guy goes, "What happened?" Yeah.
Can we watch it 5 times in a row?
Well, I don't have it on the.
Why would you bring it up without having it prepared?
Because somebody asked me. It was in the chat. Don't get mad.
Oh my gosh!
Let's see if I can find it.
We should watch that flying cat because we know that they're okay. Those cats are like rubber,
That's if I can find
bounce
it.
back.
That's the only thing. So.
I feel like I'm not as offended by the flying cat as I was by that guy falling on the hay earlier that you.
All right, enough. I'm sorry about that one. I won't do that one anymore.
Sorry, I'm ganging up on you with Jeannie.
You guys always gang up on me.
It's just a little bit humiliating that he fell away from us. So we're looking at his
all
butt.
right. We covered that one. I'm sorry. I apologize. 1,000 pardons for that one.
Sorry.
Goodness. What do I have here? I can't find it. I'll have to for next week. We'll do that. So okay. And let's see. Did I get through all my little videos that I had down here? Let's look. Go into here. This was good. At the this was at the World Cup at one of the games, and they had this gigantic flag, right? You see this, Rose?
Yes, I'm watching.
Okay, so they roll up this flag, but the flag person that's circled, now they're fine. They don't get hurt. Okay, jeez, they didn't get out in time. See him?
Yeah,
so they roll them up in it.
Oh, no. They're getting burritoed in human burrito. Look at that Good Samaritan. He's trying to give them air.
You can see
no.
she's still right there.
Oh, no.
And then they double down. They keep folding it.
What?
Yeah, look at they're bringing them
air bubble.
Then finally, somebody's like, "Wait a minute! There's something rolling around in here and standing up."
It's a ring demon.
And then they had to go in there and try to find out where they were, and they got them out. See?
I'm so glad they're okay, because if they had something bad happened, it would be such a tragic story of negligence.
She said she'd have a panic attack.
and I doubt in the job application it was like, mark if you're claustrophobic, because you wouldn't think that something like that would happen. So let's hope she doesn't have claustrophobia.
I hope not. So yes. Okay, so we got that one. Let's see, what else do we have here? We got this one was good with the dogs. So one of her dogs ate this whole stick of butter.
Oh my god.
You have 2 choices. Is it dog number 1? This one? Or is it dog number 2? I love dogs. They're hard on their sleeve, man. You know exactly what's going on through this dog's mind right there. Look at that face.
Well, I feel like the face is also saying that he's like tripping out on the fact that it actually was a large amount of butter.
Yeah, maybe he's not used
Dog's
to
too stupid
it.
to
Could
know, portion control, and so he's like tripping out on how full of butter he is. Maybe his gallbladder is
be
spasming.
red light, green light, he lost it. You're funny. Everyone's funny here. Okay. Let's see. We covered that one.
Can you overdose on butter if
I
you're a
doubt
dog?
it. I mean, anything in
Dogs eat
moderation, but
shit.
I don't think.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have cast
Yeah,
ourselves.
what's up with that? All right,
Dogs just they'll eat anything and they survive.
And so do humans. I found this video, it just blew me away. So they're at this restaurant. I'm assuming that's the wife. She ordered a fish, but it's just a whole fish. But look what the husband and the son got.
They do like melted cheese.
Melted cheese. And you wonder why America's got so much problems with like obesity and stuff. And then what do they put in the melted cheese?
The burgers.
It's burger.
This is all wrong to me because I feel like they need a smaller container so that the cheese covers the burger more. And a lot of that cheese is actually going to go to waste.
Well, I guess you could scoop it and pour it on the burger.
Oh, per bite? You do a new dip every bite?
Yeah. Like Jeannie said, it's probably delicious.
No, it looks great. I'm saying I just want the cheese to be evenly distributed.
It does look weird. So, yeah. So there
Almost
we got
like an
that.
egg. A burger omelet looking thing.
All right, so we got that one. I think we
love
finished.
cheese.
Do I have any more to finish up here? Let's see. Oh, this was weird. This guy went to McDonald's. I follow this guy on Twitter. I think it's Wall Street Apes. He went to the creepiest McDonald's.
Creepiest McDonald's in the world. Check this out. Right. At first glance, it looks like a normal McDonald's, right?
That's what they look
But
like
then
now?
you come over here and you see this glass on the floor. Okay, a little bit weird, but whatever. But then you look down here. You see what that is? It's a little bit hard to tell. Let's go get a closer look. This is a literal archaeological area. We're gonna go down into here and check this out. Oh my gosh. So this is what it looks like when you come down the stairs. When they were building this McDonald's, they uncovered an ancient Roman road, but that's not all. They also found bodies here, and they decided to leave them and preserve them. Not one, but two. How crazy is this? You can be eating your burger right above and then just have a skeleton right here. This is my table right here. And this is the outdoor seating area in children's playground. And then the ancient Roman road. Absolutely wild.
Where is this
Here's
located
some
again?
close up of those skeletons that you see in the video. Here, I'll show you another one here.
Italy. Yeah.
These are actually real
says,
skeletons,
Italy.
or they were real skeletons. They were excavated, and then what they did was they made casts of the original skeletons and then put them
Yeah, I was
back
going to go
in
poppycock
place.
on them being real.
It's now a museum.
Well, it's just like they have with dinosaurs. You know, they're all just plaster casts of fake bones and stuff. But
Mhm.
isn't that wild? So yeah, so that was bizarre. I felt.
Yeah, that's fun.
And
Gosh, I haven't been to McDonald's in like decades.
and sup stealing. So, but yeah, McDonald's. We shouldn't go there anyways. But yeah, the churches have bodies in them too. They
It
have real
reminds me of the
bones.
catacombs, though.
Right.
In France, have you ever been to those underground catacombs? Where in France they have, I want to say, thousands of skulls.
They do, yeah. And see, that's I like it. The McMud flood, the fossil fries. Okay, but the thing is that's one of the things is it's because I believe that we are in the little season, which means that the revelation happened, like I feel, in the year 70 or somewhere around there in this destruction, and there were so many bodies, and there's a whole theory that if you leave bodies out on the ground and there's scavenger birds, you know, whatever, vultures or whatever, the two bones that they can't dissolve or eat is the skull and the femur bones. And so that's where you get the skull and crossbones or whatever. And so when you look at the catacombs, that's all they're filled with.
Yeah.
So
Like,
it would
yeah,
make sense.
reminds
It fits in with the biblical cosmology, right?
And it also, like the Pirates of the Caribbean brand took that over too.
That too. Exactly. There's biblical cosmology and there's Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's very true.
So, okay.
322 Skull and Bones, 44
Right?
Death's Doors.
So, okay. So
Just
let's
throwing
see.
out buzzwords.
Did I get let's see, I got through all those. Oh, there's one last one here was this thing. This was interesting.
People don't know this, but a massive, terrifying anomaly is hiding right inside the United States.
I don't know if it's terrifying. And it also kind of sounds like an AI of John Goodman, but in any
It
case.
is AI.
Yeah, of course it is.
And it looks like a giant black hole cut perfectly into the earth.
And you can find this. You go on Google Earth and see this thing.
Deep within Florida, there is a body of water so mathematically flawless that it defies everything we know about nature. Pilots call it the Silver Dollar Lake, but locals know it as the Eye of the Earth. From the sky, it is a perfect 2-mile wide circle. There are no jagged edges, no messy swamps, and no gradual slopes. The water meets the land in a razor-sharp ring, looking less like a natural lake and more like a scar left by an ancient alien impact.
Well, let's not do that. But in any case, it's weird because it has a 90-foot drop, I think, right off the shore.
But the real terror begins beneath the surface. If you swim out into this lake, you will not find a normal sloping bottom.
Yeah.
Instead, the ground suddenly vanishes. The lake bed drops straight down into a pitch-black 90-foot abyss. It functions like a massive, silent funnel, pulling down into the dark unknown. Geologists claim it is just an ancient sinkhole formed by collapsing limestone. But even science struggles to explain how chaotic forces created something so geometrically perfect.
And the thing is you can look into this, but you can't go there because it's literally in a military base. And
How
so
convenient.
there's people that live here, but either you have to live here, which you probably have to be an Illuminati family to do it, or you have to be in the which military was it? Was it the Guard, Jeannie? I don't remember. It was one of those. Yeah, National Guard. So it's controlled. So you can't just go there and make, like, Jeannie even looked into it. Oh, can you go camping there? Because there's a park. There's a public park. But you have to submit a form and like information about yourself and ask permission and all that. So basically, no.
Ugh,
So it's a
yeah.
really weird thing. I don't know much about it other than it's a big, perfect circle. Since I don't believe in asteroids crashing in anymore because we have a firmament, God proved it and told us there. So these things have to, a lot of these impact craters, they match up with the amount of supposed fallen angels that came down to Earth. So that's an interesting theory. Or this could be like a fountain of the earth where the water came out. It's hard to say what it is. We, of course,
Or
won't know.
it's man-made.
What's that? Or it's man-made. Yeah, could be.
And they're just lying about it being natural. It sounds like they could be using precision tools. And maybe, how do we know how deep it is? What if it's actually shallow and there's an underground bunker there?
True. Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. They're growing themselves microgreens to survive after the next comet. That actually it's the false flag to the real comet.
Right, the Chicks Club. All right. Well, I covered most all my videos. We covered the soccer.
I never would know these things are happening if it wasn't for you.
Oh, thank you.
The soccer. Yeah.
And, all right. Let's see
Sports
what else.
Things. Baseball. That was a shame.
The only thing I didn't have for people was the flying cat. I'll put it up for next week. I'll make a note to do the flying cat. And but I think I got everything else that we were going to cover tonight. Oh, we were going to discuss a little spirituality thing. I got to just mention this. I want people to know something here. And I don't give out my personal life and stuff, but there's been a lot going on in our personal family life between health issues, personal, and also with some of our animals. that needed surgery, and then just life in general that has had some difficulties. And a couple of things have happened. Everyone got healthy. Everyone survived their surgeries. They're all on the mend, everyone that had that done. And there's been some actual, seems like miracles that have happened. And then in addition to that, I had a situation where I talked to God and I asked him if he could answer a question of something that was troubling me. And, normally I just wait to see like a sign or some kind of thing in the world that kind of gives me the idea this is the path or whatever. But on this was so important. I said, look, first I apologize that if I was, forsaking him or asking him to do something I shouldn't, to not be mad. It's always good to do that first. And then I asked him, I said, could you answer this for me? Um, and just like write it out like he did for Moses on a tablet. I need it that clear. I don't want to wonder, is it my information from my own head or did you tell me? And the next day, I got a phone call from somebody and I didn't catch it. And when I looked at it later, you can play a voicemail or you have the option of reading it. And so we were doing something, so I just read it. And what was in that voicemail answered my exact question. And I understand God's with us all the time and he hears and sees everything we do. But when there's a moment when God, said, okay, what do you want, Richard? What's up? And he was specifically listening and answering that specific prayer in real time, because the answer I needed was written out on this voicemail on my phone, on my tablet. It's exactly what I asked God for, and I got it the next day. And those are the moments that take my breath away, because I can't believe that God that created this universe took the time out to say, what's up, ceiling fan man? That's what he called. No, but he did. He took the moment out to listen to what I had to say and like, yeah, that's no problem. I can answer that real easy. And he did it. And so I just want to encourage everyone in this times that we find ourselves where it seems like the world's crashing down and people don't want to hear the messages like that we talk about or other channels and stuff. In this time that we find ourselves, we have to remember that God is on our side. He's opened our eyes enough to the point that you're actually sitting here watching this stream. And so what you do with that information is where you decide to go with it. But the deeper I get into my spiritual connection, not religious, spiritual connection, my walk with God, the more I see these things, the more blessings I'm seeing. And it's not that he likes me more than this person or that person, but there's a reward that comes from things that you do when you're pleasing God's wishes, because it's not just about me, it's about things that I do and how I treat the community and, different people or whatever. And if I'm putting out this, good works do not get you into heaven. You get in by God's grace, but you're expected to do the works. You're expected to behave a certain way. It's not being nice, it's being kind. And so when you open your eyes to that idea that God's blessings are all around us, you just have to notice them. I took this word out of my vocabulary years ago when I first started my YouTube channel. Was I took out the word luck, and anytime something that happened that was lucky or coincidence, I put in the word blessing. And you literally can count the blessings and realize that God is real. And he's right here, right now. And he shows himself to you all the time. And if you're hurting and if you're scared, if you're alone, if no one wants to hear your story, if no one wants to talk to you, or you're just all the things that the persecutions, the false witness, all that stuff that people are feeling right now in these times, don't forget this. God is with you. He's right there right now. And people seem to only crowd for him when they're in trouble. And don't forget that when you have things, good fortunes and stuff happen to you, make sure that you thank him for that, because he's there all the time and he is throwing those blessings at you. You just aren't realizing it, or you're not acknowledging it. And the more you acknowledge it, I think the more that you see them and the more that you might receive. And so just know that if you're having trouble right now and you're struggling, reach out to God. And these prayer meetings groups that they have are really good too. Just put it out there, and a lot of people pray for specific things. and they do work, even though, follow your doctor's advice and CDC, because you can't say prayer can cure people. But I'm just saying, in my experience, I've seen it do amazing things. And so I just wanted to remind everyone of that this is a spiritual battle, but we're on the winning team, and God is on your side, and don't ever forget it.
Now, who can argue with that?
Reverend.
And this is coming from two little Jewish kids that suddenly realized that Jesus and the Bible and all those stories are real, but they held it back from us. But we're here to say no. We figured it out now. You there, Rose? I lose you.
I'm still here. I'm just so shocked by, well, I don't want to be a party pooper after you were being inspirational, but I'm just going to focus on the fact that I apologize for focusing on all of these evil revelations coming out about horrible things happening on the world, of unspeakable things. And so it just should be obvious that we are all living in a spiritual warfare is occurring and evil is real. And so we should practice our discernment and be on guard and be prepared and don't get tricked by the world deceptions.
Amen. Where's your arrow? You want one of these? Here, you get this one too.
Now, who can argue with that?
Reverend.
So yeah, so there you go. And and you're not alone, Crispy Chickens. I love that name. People are having health issues. They're having all kinds of things, and some people are alone, and some people are being bear false witness. All kinds of things are going on. And just remember that God's on your side. So don't ever forget that. And I guess I'll close it out by saying a prayer and asking dear Father in heaven to continue to guide us through these times, watch over us, help us, comfort us, heal us for those of us that are hurting and those of us that are in need of healing power. We ask you right now, to anybody listening to the sound of my voice, that you send the Comforter, the Holy Spirit, down, and you help us and you comfort us and you give us that healing power that we need, and give us the joy in our hearts and the patience to be able to make it through these times with your help. And we thank you that you're here guiding us through these times, and we will continue to do our best to promote your love and your the idea that if we follow you and we are patient, that we will be together with you in peace and love and harmony, with no more hate and war and sickness. And we can't wait for that moment. And so we will continue to look towards that moment when we get to be with you. And we thank you for our blessings today, the ones that you've already done and the ones to come. And continue to show us the way, because we need your guidance right now. And if we can't get around it or through it ourselves, carry us through it or do it for us. And we thank you for all of this in Jesus' name. Amen. So there you go. That's it. Put a fork in me. I think I'm done. What do you think, Rose?
Feeling fun, man. Thank you so much for inviting me and having me as a guest. This is such a fun place to be on Friday nights. You're so great at selecting your tabs. I love trying to tell stories in between the tabs. And I just, I think that it's just so much fun. I really enjoy being here with you and covering all of the crazy things happening in the world and the lies.
Thanks, Rose. What do I have left? I haven't played this one. If that fit, but
there we
go. Well, thank you, Rose. It's always a pleasure. I always have fun talking with you. It was fun revisiting the cow again. Hopefully that takes care of it for a while.
Yeah.
And, and whatever else. So I'll just we'll stay in touch, and things happen.
We have to have a meeting. We have to have a meeting where I help you resize the images so you can get the emojis uploaded.
Correct. Okay. I will work on that, and I'll work on finding that flying cat again. And I think that takes care of it all.
Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone.
Thanks again, Rose, for being here. Thank you all for being here. And then let's do this again soon. If nothing else, next Friday, same bad time, same bad channel. Check your local listings. We'll see you all again soon. I hope you had a wonderful evening. and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. God bless you all. Oh, you get this.
Class is dismissed.
All right. And then we are out of here. Thank you again. And we'll see you soon. Have a good night, everyone.
I'm the satellite.
$500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat.
Satellite transfer complete.